Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
All right, enough of that. Good morning and greetings. You know who it is. It's me, that wacky guy, Kevin C. here, yet again at Action Pants Gaming. All kinds of tired. It's a Tuesday. Not even a real day. It's not a Monday, beginning of the week. Not a Wednesday, middle of the week. It's that Tuesday, Thursday, those 2 T days. Tuesday and Thursday. Just kind of sitting there. Trolling you. All right. It is Tuesday, April 15th, 2025, and I've got about 1 minute after the 10 a.m. hour, at least from where I'm sitting. I know some of you are still sitting out there in the past, and some are somehow rocketing off into the future. But whatever present you happen to be in as you're catching this, well, I hope it's good. I don't know about that game. Anyway, let's take a look on over to chat, see who we got in here already. We've got Gaming Legends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We got Crowbar saying, let's go. Hey, I'm working here. Give me a minute. Oh, you're up early? Yeah. I was up early. I'm unfortunately now caught in that. My body's like, oh, this is your normal like work routine. I'll just let that go even on your weekend. None of your business. Welcome. Sending in the likes. Thank you for joining. And Levi Rivers, good morning. And we're going to be touring Levi Rivers base this evening at 7 p.m. in the Eastern time. And we'll be trying to get him in chat. We'll see how all that works. Make sure to see if everything, you know how No Man's Sky is. One day things are working, next day not so much. So we'll kind of take that as a as we go kind of thing. All right, it's 9 for you. All right, so you're an hour in the past from me. So that's what I mean. Time, such a bizarre thing, my friends. All right, let's get off my big ugly mug. Let's bring that on over to Hello Games. We'll make my big ugly mug a little smaller here in the corner. Actually, I'm going to make it even smaller because I think I'm taking up too much space. One bad meat. You're going to give me a complex with that that handsome thing. I'm not very handsome. I mean, I've got great, my peepers are pretty good, but the rest of this, I don't know. We got some issues here. Well, thank you. 7 minutes. What was it? 7 minutes in heaven? Is that an old, like when you're young in the closet? Yeah, Crowbar. Yeah, paleontology. Throwing a couple ologies in there. We're going to throw some ologies into No Man's Sky. Next thing you know, you'll play a psychiatrist, do some psychology. You got to hunt down problems, solve them, fix them. You get the Gek and the Viking to get into talks. No, that's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. All right, where the heck are we? We're somewhere where we probably have more crap to do than I know what to do with. So let's find out what we're doing here. Like, I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is what we can build underwater. Then it's decorated, you know. Blah. What was I gonna say? I don't know, but we got to figure something out. I know I do want to do a redo of this. I don't think we need to do. I don't think we need to do anything like the double. It's nice to have in the corner, but I think we can do it in another way. There was a line in what movie was that? Oh, damn it! Can't think of the name of the movie. The three middle-aged guys go off and want to be ranchers, and they go to this, you know, ranching thing, and yeah. See, this room is more suited for. Skeletal stuff. Yeah, I can see the actors, and I can't think of the actor's name. Billy Crystal. No, I was just thinking of a line from the movie with what you were just saying. The archaeologist, 15 years older. City, was it City Slickers? Yeah, City Slickers. I think you're right. I think that is the name of it. And they're on the plane, and the guy who owns the sports store, he's like dating this younger woman, and he's like, the older you get, the younger your girlfriends get. Pretty soon, you're going to be dating sperm. Which I thought was a brilliant line. All right, where the hell am I? What am I doing?
Extreme
All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right, we need light. We have no good light. That's one of our problems. What does this do underwater? Anything worthwhile? Hey, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong, man. Consenting adults. Ooh, I didn't notice that. When did that happen? Is that because I put this here? It is not. Okay. I am single as well. I don't know if I'm thanking for that or not. Partially, I guess. I don't know if that's going to help the flashy bits. Not really. A little bit, at least you don't notice it as much. But it's still flurbing there. And what the hell happened here? Uh-oh. Alright, we may have a problem here. I think something's going on with the build mechanic, and I'm not too pleased about it. Why am I here? I guess this is where I left off. Yeah, I was thinking that, Levi, but it's that cone of fog that gets me on that particular, and I wish they had one that rotated. You know, I wish we could do something along those lines. But, currently no such luck. I love this sweatshirt, but the only thing is you can't zip it up all the way without engaging the hood. Or you're like, but it's really great because it like covers your neck, and when you do engage the hood, it actually does something. It's not like those big floppy hoods where, yeah, it may look stylish, but isn't really all that effective. But yeah, I love this hoodie. It's one of my favorites. Although it doesn't have thummies, which I like the thumb holes, but that's okay. But it's got a tight, so again, it actually works. All right, somehow we lost. Actually, it is much like Kenny from South Park. This hood is, I might actually throw that up in a minute and show you. All right, so we lost something somewhere. I don't know how we did, but we did. All right, so we're going to put that back in. I don't know what the heck happened here. Game, I swear sometimes. So I did lose something. I didn't think I did, but apparently I did. Oh no. I might be wrong. Oh, come on. I don't know if it's here or if it's one lower. I think it's here. Yes, it drops. That's right. Okay. All right, I don't know what happened there. I don't know when we deleted that, but apparently we deleted that at some point, which is not cool, man. Good morning. It is the legendary legendaries. Did I say that right? I did. All right. Now, if I replace you with something, where do you end up? You end up. Where do you end up? No worries, Legend. I have, my computer needs a repair. One of the fans is, started making noise, and I actually do have a spare, so I'm going to probably replace that later, but it means I got to unplug everything and flip it over because it's one of my bottom case fans. And I actually needed to rearrange my other ones because the screens are no longer lining up properly in the software, so I got to do some work on my computer. Plus, I got to deliver a computer to a buddy of mine who's going to get into PC gaming. Hopefully, we'll get him playing something. I don't think he'll do this, but we're working on that now. Kind of. We're flubbing around. I still got to go get more bones. Ooh, and I got to drop my bones off too. That's right. Oh, I hope I didn't reload at a bad area where I didn't save something properly. And then I gotta hunt down those bones again. But we should have a new bone hunting ground that is more lucrative. Alright, what the hell am I looking for? I had an idea and then I lost it because I started babbling. it's going to end up at the bottom, I think. But we'll check. I just want to see where... I'm gonna need stuff. Alright, so first I need to do that. And then... Oh, that doesn't delete, okay. No, one of my fans' bearings or something is... They were a new style fan, so... Although, it's supposed to be quality. Part of it could be what I've been cleaning, so... Just, you know, sometimes you get a bad fan, that's all. The downside is that these frickin' fans are expensive. But like I said, I have a spare, so I'm doing alright. Alright, where is that light? How much light do you put out? Almost nothing. What about you? Not bad. Okay, so say I do what? Can we hide these in here somehow? That's not bad. The only downside I see here is... It is manual placement. Excuse me. What if we... Be my guest. Underwater builder, not... Kiwi pirate, what's going on? Underwater builds are not what I would call, pleasant to build, because not easy to see. For starters. There we go. Alright, how do I... but we're going to have an issue with one of them is going to be lower. Shoot. Trying to figure out how to add lighting. Because right now... Alright, so if I add one of these to here, but what happens if I, nothing, okay, good. Yeah, this is the part I wasn't looking forward to because I can't see. And for some reason, the height gets different.
Extreme water temperature detected.
Alright, that has to go here regardless. Okay. Don't move it. Grimy, what's going on? No, this isn't going to work. Okay. Nay, nay, nay. Nay, more nay. Don't know if I caught that in time, but had a little sneeze action there. Sorry about that. All right. We need to figure out light. Damn it. Q Creator, good morning. I don't want that. Mr. Doom. Welcome. Well, you know, Kiwi. Sky's the limit, I would imagine. Darn it, we need light. That actually does something. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Bones, 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 and more bones. I'd rather do something if I can with this. But I need to scale and, you know, make sure that it's put in the same on each one. Well, yeah, definitely I want to do some of that up on the landing pad. It's not horrible. Does add in another element. We do get some light. Alright, I'll leave it for now. That's not, can't be permanent, but hey, moron, remember you can do this other stuff too. What if we rotate? Alright, maybe we'll do that. Now we don't gotta worry about the legs sticking out, because they should get hidden in or is that gonna be, nope. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a little too high on that. Or is that where it goes? So it doesn't mean I'd have to. Okay, so we need a jump point. So let's bring this out. We could have a problem here, but we'll see. And of course, we are going to do some bone digging and exploring today. Because we need more bones. We need every possible combination. I'd like to be able to find every one. I'm still curious if you can only find some bones on certain planets or certain biomes. Or if it's just a random crapshoot in general. Oh, Kiwi. Thank you. I don't know about all that, but I'm just me. Nothing special. So tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be doing a base tour or potentially two. Thank you for gifting that membership to the Crazy Replicant. Right on. That's such a good name, too. Thank you so much. Alright, we need to make this black so we can see it. Which is, I know, is odd, but need to see it in the gray. And hopefully yeah, I kind of got it working right. Don't think that's going to give me what I want. And then that's going to be too high, so we kind of have no choice here. Let's bring this back and see what we get. We might also be able to use this as a jump point too, so let me see. We do have these, but they don't really... Again, nothing really shines light very well. and then this turns, which is sort of a pain. Hey, cut it out. Do anything with that, then I gotta do that. Does that actually provide any real lighting? No. You do nothing. Alright, that's not going to work. I was hoping it would, but it's not, so I'm not going to bother. I'm going to leave that there as some scaffold, but does that get into... No, it doesn't. Alright, let's look through our parts. What do we have? Some underwater fire. Actually, the weird pillar thing. The weird pillar thing. Weird pillar thing. From the Cursed Expedition. I mean, technically, if there's air being supplied to this, but yeah, no. Weird pillar thing. Weird pillar thing. Now you got me wondering what you're talking about. Weird pillar thing. Oh, these things. I mean, it does and it doesn't, you know? I mean, it's got the beam that, you know, that's kind of not bad. Didn't really do anything. I was hoping a glass would add an element, but nope. I mean, this always does, but not really the kind of coloration I want, you know what I mean? At this point, I kind of want a little bit more of a, like a white light, I think. Come on. It kind of works. Not too bad. Actually, yeah, that's not bad at all. And look at that. Okay. That's not super bad. I think that might work. Let's see here. Can we make it work? Alright, let's see what happens if we use it here, like so. So it acts like a little... You don't really see the plant. But you're right, there is no pizzazz. Although I still think where we can move it into here. Although now it's not sitting the same. Oh, you know why? Sorry, I know. This is not what I would call fun and interesting, that's for sure. We're getting somewhere. Those do work. I would like something that actually lights up. I mean, it's kind of there, but not on some of it. And now I just got to see what this does. Absolutely nothing. Okay. That doesn't light up. I don't think I have an EM field here. I do. But that doesn't really do much, does it? No, it does not. Missing lights up. But I don't know how to use it. I could shrink it. Well, crap, it can't be resized. I'm going to resize it right now, as a matter of fact. Where'd you go? 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 Might still be too big. Mm-hmm. I usually say I've got 2 brain cells left. One's lost, the other one's looking for him. That might be it right there. That might be it right there. That works pretty good. Actually, that's what I should have done. And I could have made them the same height. It works, but not really. Yeah. That doesn't do anything either. Yeah, lighting down here is becoming sort of a task. Yeah, but then it's got that fog. And I can't change the color. Or can I now? No, I can't. I suppose we could. Yeah, think they need to, you gotta think about these things. um, Hey, buddy, come on, huh? In my way. That sort of works. Right on, Kiwi, no worries.
Extreme water temperature detected.
Thank you. You have a great rest of your day. The bloody starship. I gotta move the starship. Alright. Didn't we save with it somewhere already? Like, didn't I build an extra landing pad just to deal with this BS? Did I not? Could have sworn I did. Hey, what do you know? I did. Right on, Kiwi. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're getting, one, we need, some lighting over here for the landing. But what I want to do for that is, I'm probably going to have to move some crap around, but we'll see. Oh. We might be in luck. We might be in luck. And I'm not moving all this crud again, that's for sure. We did that already. We're not doing it again. I think we're just fine where we are. But what I do want to see is... Okay. That'd have to be a manual placement with a micro adjustment, or rather. Pretty certain. Alright, we'll play around with this idea when we get back. But we need light. We have no light. Lighting has always been sort of an issue in this game, though, isn't it? They have gotten better with it, obviously, and they just did some improvements. Nope. Come on. Alright, fine. You want to play like that? Sometimes it's just best to take the wire. Oops. Not in this particular time, but sometimes. There we go. That's more what I want. Perfect. Not really, but I'll take it. For now, anyway. Let's get the other light in there, hopefully. Don't need it. Easily replaceable. Oh, damn it. No worries, gaming legend. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll leave it for now, but I'm not 100% on it. It's a little too obvious. You know, we got the squares there. kind of going more for the light, but we'll figure it out one step at a time. Where did I put that storage unit? Right here. And we got to figure out how to make that work nicely as well. Blend in to look like it belongs in this place as opposed to, again, being an older style of things. All right, let's do some rib cage. I wish they would organize sort of that way, but they don't seem to. Torso, rather, I guess I call it. Downside is the minute I hit organize again on this, it's all gonna go to crap, but oh well. Because, you know, we're gonna get it multiple, so. Oh, actually, when I transfer, it should just go into the right one. Okay, never mind. We should be okay. We got a lot of crap. And we're gonna go get more crap.
Extreme water temperature detected.
Alright, let's head out to go grab some bones. And we're still on a search for our build planet. Did I ever get a I did not. I did not. Damn it. pardon me. Hey, Will Badger. There we go. So, is it a question of they're just random per planet? Or do you find certain ones on certain planets? Or is it just whatever happens, happens? Rando. We didn't really look at the caves here. We did a little bit, but we didn't really explore. I may need to do that. Oh, speaking of. Oh. Yeah. What a good planet. I really want to get on to cross save. That's what's driving me nuts. I want to finish my city, but I think I want to see if it's going to end up being stable on the PC. I want to see how that works, because if I can build the rest of the city using the PC and have it be stable, but it's a PlayStation save. I don't know, you know. PlayStation 4 and 5. Oh. They're everywhere here. What happens if I dig up every fossil on the planet? Captain Angelic. Oh, really? I have not. I mean, currently, pretty much any direction we look on this planet, we're getting pretty lucky. Oh no. Don't need you. If I were playing normal mode, that would probably be the way I would end up doing it after you just told me about it. Because then you could be more protected. But since I am in creative mode and I am merely collecting these so that I may build with them, I'm trying to get as many of the kind, variants as possible. I would like to be able to. Oh, what are you? You're just showing up like that. You're vigilant eye, though, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yeah, this planet's great for fossil collecting. Oh, yeah. See, they need a particular scan for this, I think. Now that they've introduced. Oh, I missed one. Okay. I'd already been here, and apparently I just missed one. Then I had to, oh, hey. We'll do a little exploring as well. Look for that cave. I'm looking for a good cave. Think I have the planet. Now I'm just wondering if if I can find a cave system on that planet. I mean, we'll still look at other, choices, but. I would like to use the one that I've got currently. Although I have a feeling we're going to run into the same issue that we're dealing with now underwater, which is lighting. But I'm wondering if it will be different because the planet atmosphere is dark, or if it's like the water thing. This game is so beautiful. It really, really is. Look at that. Ooh, I want to get... Damn it. I need to scan that thing. I'm glad, because for a while you weren't able to scan them. I don't know when they added that, but I'm glad they did. Alright, so eventually end up over at one of these puppies. Which gives me a lengthy rib cage. I have a bunch of those already, but Alright, we're not heading in the right direction if we go that way. Alright, we'll do a little spelunking in a minute. I gotta make sure I can find that site again, too. I gotta remember which planet it is. And this is a good way to get to your destination in normal if you're on a, particularly hazardous planet and you're running out of resources. Because I believe just to charge this is silicon. And you can get silicate, whatever. And you get that just from digging, so. You're constantly re-upping as you go, which is nice. Apparently, the vigilant stone is always present. But sometimes it is just vigilant stone without fossil. I have seen that. Alright, looks like we're going to take our first walk. I have a feeling we're not going to need to go much further than that tree line right there before we pick up the scent of another fossil.
Weather warning.
Incoming storm. Hey, what'd I tell you? Be nice if the weather actually shifted you when you were, or pushed you in a direction. Oh, really? Oh, good. I'm glad that is there because, if you've hit bedrock and what you need is in the bedrock, which we've definitely had some experiences in the past with all of that. I'm glad you're still able to get what you need. The cave systems are so much better now that they brought in some of the assets from the top side down, you know, and they end up in the cave, which would make sense. But there's, you know, obviously also cave stuff. Need more critters in the caves, though, like bats, style creatures, millipede style, something like that, you know, cave creatures, cave critters. Like every once in a while, like a critter will end up down here, but it's like a topside critter. You know what I mean?
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Thank goodness. Yeah, this whole planet is really good. I really got lucky on this one. It's got interesting flora. The caves are nice. The sky color is good, except at night it's got like a purpley hue I don't dig on, but it's not horrible. It's not dark, which I would like, but it's dark enough, you know. Gary 420, what's going on? We're about to take our bio break, and then we're going to go search in the cave system, do a little building as well again. I'm just kind of at a, I don't know, I'm at a standstill. Like, I kind of have this idea I want to get going with, so I'm thinking more about, you know, the next build other than what I'm actually working on, which is nothing really. I mean, it's just experimentations with working underwater and, you know, these new bones and creating these, you know, little displays for them. And we haven't even really messed around with that much either because we've been kind of short on bones. So I'm trying to build up, because I've noticed sometimes deleting things deletes it, but not always. You can't glitch certain things in, which that really bums me out. Because I'm going to need to for certain things, I have a feeling, in terms of what I want to build. All right, we have a fossil bed in line, in target. We're going to take a little breather. We're going to take a little breather, take a little bio break. So if you got to get going, thanks for hanging out, keeping me company, and being in chat. Do appreciate it. Spending your valuable time, because let's face it, it's the only commodity you can't get back. So it is one of the most valuable on the planet, in my opinion. And I'm sure other people too, but you know, that's just my opinion. But for those of you sticking around, get up, stretch out, peel those peepers away from the screen for a little bit. Do a bio break, get a tasty snacky treat or beverage, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Alrighty, y'all. We'll see you shortly.
Chill vibes tonight. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow.
All right, we're back. YouTube's telling me crap again. YouTube makes no sense sometimes, I swear. Like, it's working fine, then yeah, you know. It's not. And some dropped frames, apparently, but let's get back into this, shall we? Hopefully we won't be dropping too many more frames. Hellboy, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Gary420, hopefully I said hi to you. Hello, welcome. Alright, what are we doing? We're heading to this fossil bed, alright. I like this planet. I do. Hellboy, I might be a little more delayed on grabbing that game, unfortunately. Last week, I took an unpaid day off because there was no work. And I was like, you know what? I know we're going to be driving a lot the next week. I'm going to take a long weekend. I'm going to deal with the lack of money. And, yeah. Ugh. And the downside is I need to do some stuff. Well, Legend, the my start song and that Be Right Back Nip Nip was made by Grimstone Gaming / Grimstone Media, and he does these for people, reasonable rates. Look at that. Yeah, every time I find one, boom, there's another one. Boom, there's another one. Yeah, this is what we want. We don't want to be searching, 10 minutes in between, jumping in a ship, having to fly out, and back in again. That's too much work. This is a reasonable amount of work. Oh, I gotta check that out. Yeah. When are you getting your laptop, bro? I thought you were getting it last month. Yeah, today is, after stream is computer day. And then I'm hoping to be back in time to do my tour. Actually, I gotta make sure I am back in time. Yeah, I should be able to do that. 3 hours. Get my buddy set up on his computer, get back, fix mine. Yeah, YouTube is YouTube. I've been debating the whole Twitch thing. I don't know if I should or shouldn't. I gotta go through my OBS. Which game was what? Oh, Conan Exile, I think is the name of it. Oh, nice. Wander, travel, entities. How are you? How's the game? How are you? Well, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Been a bit. Yes. My theme song, the Nip Nip song, the other funny song, the kind of more 80s sitcom kind of. Oh, hey. But yeah, he makes stuff. Check him out. I tried to get into this one game with him, but I mean, graphically, I just wasn't like the gameplay was decent. It was a little slow, but I know there've been updates and whatnot. I might try and get back into that, check it out again. But I have a hard time with voxel building. Like I did a little bit of it with, and it was okay. But the symmetry or lack thereof, because it's voxel stuff, I had a little bit of a hard time with. And that was in Enshrouded, which I want to get back into Enshrouded. That's why I'm kind of hoping Hellboy gets his PC. Suno, a song maker. It's good. Huh, alright. Is that on Steam? Yeah, I wasn't sure. I hate when jobs like do that. I get it for like porn sites or whatever, but you know, come on. Yeah, certain YouTube videos I can't even use hooked up to the works Wi-Fi, and it's not like they're bad or anything. It's, you know, like a gamer streamer thing, or well, these days, you know, political crap. I guess they're trying to block some of that. I'm not disturbing the eye, damn it. Yeah, this planet is full of fossil. It is fossil rich. You will be very fortuitous in finding fossils. Or fortunate, depending on how you want to verbalize it. Yeah, I do want to get it, Hellboy. I am curious, but there are certain things I got to deal with that cost monies first. And like I said, I had to take that day off. I didn't have to. I could have dealt with working in another area by myself that I didn't want to deal with, so I said no. And this week, the guy I work with will drive out to the other area, and it will be less boring, because they're long drives. All right, we got to make it past tree line, I think, to see our next set. We'll check our inventory in a moment and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if that's just straight up vigilant stone or not. I think that might be. I'm gonna go this way. You know, I started redoing like a cathedral in the game. Um, you know, was rebuilding some of the areas, kind of getting used to how it works. So I used the, you know, the pre-existing structures, and I redid them and added to them, and you know, changed up the look in my, you know, just by, you know, trying different things that I in the game. You know, I was still used to it. And what I really like about No Man's Sky and its building is, I think I'm heading the wrong way. Damn it. It's just the freedom you have. All right, we can do another one or two, and then we'll bring it back. Excuse me. I find that, you know, the freedom you have to put the parts where you want and, you know, do what you want with the parts for the most part, obviously. Offers up that extra bit of creativity, which I have yet to kind of find in another game with a building mechanic. Most of the building mechanics are pretty straightforward. Snap this to this, and that's what you got. You know, on a rare occasion, there's like a minor little glitch, if you will. But for the most part, it's pretty much point and shoot, and yeah. You know, with the build mechanic with No Man's Sky, yes, you got to think about things a little bit, but that's part of it. But you basically create your own snap points, you know, and put things where you want, and you know, with the tricks and tips that we all have in the game, it gives you just much more freedom. First day with the new mouse. All right, let's get out of our ship here. Boom, immediate. And there's probably there's one right there.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Plus, I've got that double up on the audio I got to fix. That came in new, but there's a couple of decent sized updates on Wavelink, and OBS had an update, and I'm just kind of trying to get things back to the way they should be. And they changed a bit in Wavelink too, which is kind of crazy. And I haven't really had a chance to look at it fully. And boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Yeah, this is a great planet. Can you dig it? Yes, you can. And thank y'all for stopping in today and keeping us company. Definitely appreciate it. I know we're rolling through. We got to deal with a lot of getting these bones. We got to find our build site. In between, we got to noodle and figure out underwater building, which I think we kind of have at this point. There's not a whole lot of options except for creating different looks with the limited parts we have that actually work with underwater and stay watertight. Storm clearing. Yeah, this planet is fossil rich. Fossil full. I was going to say fossil full, but then in my brain I'm like, am I going to stumble over that? Fossil full? Full of fossil? And my gears started slipping. I'm like, all right. It got a lot of fossils. You can kind of tell what you're grabbing too, I think, yeah. The fossil itself has either like a skull on it or a rib cage or whatever the case may be. So you can kind of tell what you're getting ahead of time. So if you are looking for a particular and you have limited inventory room or something, and you're like, I just need a torso. Then you go running around. You finally find a bed. Alright, we're going to have to do a little bit of Buena Fase. There's a crap ton of these, petrified bone things. Speaking of petrified bone things, yes, continue. The dire wolf, y'all see that? Bringing back that wolf, which I guess was used in and yeah, go ahead, yell at me. Game of Thrones, I've never seen it. I hear it's good though, and someday I may. And if it still grabs my attention at that point, then I know it was really good. It stands the test of time. Stone bone. Some of that stone bone. Some of that petrified platypus stone bone. Platypus are pretty crazy. That's such a crazy critter. It's got these hooks for mating on the back of its rear feet, I think. And they're poisonous. Like, I think if you get hooked with it, it can kill you. Alright, first time we got a little bit of bone, but it won't take us long. That's what I've been digging of a ship. See what I say. It wouldn't take us long. Right here. Pacow. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this planet, but something about it. Although the beats are kind of cool. I didn't even realize that these kind of struck me as a beat. The top of a carrot or something. I'm going to go with a beat. Space beats. And not like... Not like space beats, but, you know. Not B-E-A-T, B-E-E-T. Gotta love language. Eating space beats to space beats. Huh? Synthwave space beats to a dinner of space beats. You make no sense. You are correct. Oftentimes I do not. But on a rare occasion I get a small nugget of smartness. And I do something interesting. But for the most part, it's a bunch of garbage. Right, I guess we're gonna have to go over this. Gonna have to go over this hillside to see our next bit, I bet. Or we're gonna have to go beyond those trees. I think we're gonna have to go beyond this. We're gonna have to crest this little hill here. We could go blasting through the cave. Let's go through the cave. I like the caves. Hey, you're a rock. And I like how this throws in a splash of color. You know, if not a splash of color. There's plenty of color in here, but it's very, what's that word I'm looking for? You know what I mean. So it's a nice little contrast. The rest of it's a little very monotone, monochromatic. No, monochromatic, monotone. Singular tone. One color. All right. Now we'll take a scan. Ooh. Hey, watch it there, bub. What do we got? Vigilant stone. Potentially next to a sodium. Potentially behind that and near the sodium deposit. Or that could be a place we've already been. Alright, we'll head towards that. But I think I see the glow of the bed behind it, so we'll head that direction. I may regret this decision. Pardon me. We gotta be unfortunately a little conscious of time today. Conscious? I gotta pay attention. Where'd that go? I lost it. Where are you? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Uh-oh. Oh, hey. How you doing? What the flurbinator? Oh, wow. We got, like, way too much room. Alright, let's head back. We'll dump some of these off. Then we're going to go and try and search our planet. And hopefully we'll find a cave. But I have an odd feeling, as much as I like the environment on the planet that I would like to build on, one, I'm not going to find an EM source for animations in the spot that I'm going to end up looking for. But you never know. We could get mildly lucky. Or it's not going to have kind of the shape I'm looking for. Like the terrain might not be exactly what I need. There are specifics, unfortunately. Just gonna be mellow. Yeah, let's spawn that in right in next to that big old space potato. So quiet in here. We don't have any new, man, like, don't get me wrong, I like the plants that we get as Quicksilver, but it'd be cool if we could, you know, get a building part, like an actual, you know, like a different wall style, or frameless glass, or, you know, underwater prefab. Although those should be, they need to add that. They need a new prefab. The prefabs do not match the current art style, and they need to blend that together, make it so. And I don't know why I keep bringing him here. Oh yeah, because we're making a little mini museum underwater, just playing with ideas. And we learned that you can't, you know, cube or pyramid glitch the stands in. They will not show up. Oh, got some new skull types. And I want to do this at least for now because Okay. So I can sort of see the differences on them. And I'm not like, where's this skull? Oh, there's one down there, you know. So I am going to try to get an idea. I'm hoping that I can see my collection. Right, then it goes skull, rib cage. And then we'll have to get into the finite organization of, you know, long rib cage, spikes, plates, etc. Wow, we really don't have much in the way of, they don't have a lot of choices when it comes to the arms, it seems like, and the legs. They all seem very, very similar. Okay. Alright, let's go see if we can't find, no, not that way. Yeah, Levi, I know, but that's why I'm just kind of, and I don't know if that counts. Like, if you buy something for trade or barter with that, with the, you know, with that trader. Excuse me. Does it count towards you finding it or not? I don't know. Again, this is all kind of new stuff, so. Alright, bones. We got some bones. Crack my neck. Now I gotta find that base. Should have named it something. Alright, let's find these out. Let's figure it out. See if I even need these here. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Levi, if it would count in your logbook. This is not the... Alright, this is not... Ooh, that took a minute to load in. All right, we'll find it. Get your torches ready. Oh, one of those kind of... Oh, we went searching for it, Levi. The other day. We're like, all right, let's take a look at one of these. You know what I mean? All right, you're not showing up yet, so we'll take a look at you. Planetary anomaly. Oh, okay. Is this it? This might be it. It is. All right. So, this cave, we were like, yeah, this might work. But it doesn't have the entrance I'm looking for. And that's kind of the problem. While it does have nice, you know, it's a nice environment, you know, and I could definitely do something in here with it. It is lacking and forget trying to see in here. That's my torch on. Ooh. Yeah, we may need to see. As much as I would like this to be the one, I have a feeling we're going to need to. Yeah. Damn it. Alright, we'll look for another cave entrance. Oh, there's another base. Alright. Oh, it says potential. Alright, good. Hey, what do you know? The game's like, you still need more fossils, by the way. Ribcage. How did I know? And generally, where there are buildings, there are caves. If there are caves on your... Usually, there's like a building, and then against, like, you know, the back area, there's... Ooh. Okay. Okay. It is. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Kind of. Right. Very good. here's an entrance. Looks like a bunch of underwater neatness. We could use that. Yeah, our torch is on, by the way. Barely making a dent. Alright, this is good. Not quite, though. It's a little too wide. Damn it. There's that area there. This is a nice cave, though. Wow, that really opens up too, doesn't it? Yeah, this is a very specific build. And this is so far the closest environment I've been able to find, which is meant to be dark and... Wow. Wow. This thing just goes on. Yeah, exploring in the game now, it's even worth watching in a way, you know? It's like, oh, you know, what are we going to see? What kind of environment? What, you know, what's around the next corner? I mean, when's the last time you saw a cave with a water system in it like this? Yeah. Hey, let's just keep going. Why not? Good entrance. Little secret entrance. Or exit. Yeah, I mean, you seriously could, you know, especially if you're a builder, you know, and terrain is, you know, location, location, location. I mean, I built some stuff that I'm like, yeah, this was nice, but it would have been better in a different location. Okay, that's an entrance. But these feel like you know, more of a realistic cave, you know, that's kind of the way you'd come in and then...
Incoming storm.
What up, Jose? How you doing, homie? Alright, I am going to put a base computer here because I do like that. At least for now. Hopefully I spelled that right. Don't care. Where the hell's the cave entrance? What the heck? Good luck finding it, apparently. I guess that's it. Oh, jeez. I'm right on it, too, which is crazy. Alright, let's grab our ship. That's okay. It's not quite what I'm looking for, but it is not bad. It has some of the elements that I'm looking for, but it is missing a couple of... And one of them is sort of the main one, but we'll see. And it's just so I don't have to use so many parts. So there's some of the caves I've seen that have more of a tunnel, you know, almost like one of the sandworms had, you know, buried through it.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Ah, good. Clear takeoff. Alright, let's get our exploration on a little bit. We'll call in our freighter. I don't know if our freighter is going to be able to jump to purple, but we'll find out. If not, we'll use our ship and we'll jump to it. And we'll just... Actually, we can't even do that, can we? No. I want to say I got this in a purple system. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, looks like 2 moons and 2 planets, from what I can tell. That's new too. There's a little hitch after loading in. gotta fix that fan today. Well, I don't know why I just did what I did. We didn't need to. I could have simply... Ooh, what do we got here? Marine Planet. You know we gotta check on it. Judging from the space color, I have a feeling I'm not going to dig on this planet. But it said Marine Planet. We saw lithium. It is a... Ooh. It's not horrible. I don't dig the watercolor, but even the stuff that I used to not like with the color combinations, I'm now with the reflections. Before it was so stark, you know, it was just like, blam, here's your contrast. This at least blends it better. Now with the water, the movement, the lighting, even though interior base lighting is still horrible, way too bright. Like normally this water would be like, you know, forget it. But with everything else and all the changes, it's tolerable. More so than it used to be, you know. All right, let's see what the bottom of the ocean looks like here. Not the same. I like it better that way. Almost no view out of the thing though. $600U. And the light is off-putting. You can't, it doesn't do you any good. It's just like a blanket of, I don't know, it's just not working. All right, depth 945, 992, 111. Yeah, exactly. You can't really see anything. It's sort of a drag, man. Nope, don't like it. Too ready orangey. And we will start our ascent. Do, 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 do. Shouldn't it be going the other way? That bar on the right? Should it be going up? Like the one down on the bottom left? I don't know. Just me? 400 meters. We're almost there. Can we, what's our options on that? Yeah, unfortunately, 120 is our max on that, which I think applies for, you know, all of the vehicles, not just flight, but, you know, the Nautilus and your roamer, things like that. That's a little better. Yeah, but when you're underwater, you don't see any of that side. You know, it's, and you really got to move your camera to do that too, so. Be nice in this if you got out and you were here. And if anyone ever sees a planet I land on, and you're like, ooh, that's what I've been looking for, then say something. Ancient bones. We're not going to deal with that now, but. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Never seen a planet like this before. What? That's what I'm talking about.
Units received.
Hey, learn it.
Units received. Units received.
I'm not sure. I know I'm in a purple.
Received. Units received.
Wow.
Units received. Units received.
I was thinking exactly that with some of this here. That's really neat. Does that move? Kind of changes a little bit.
Units received.
Wow. Just sorry, I'm finding these planets that I've never seen before. This is really great. You know, flora I've never seen. The fauna, we've seen most of this stuff. At least some variant of it. But yeah, this is really neat. Gotta say, they definitely stepped up their game in the last few updates with
Units received.
planetary diversity. You know, it's kind of deserty. I'm digging it. I am digging it. It's bleak. There looks like plenty of bones here, too. It's almost like the bone planets have the best. The most interesting. The other thing too is that sometimes there's things for wonders that I might want to. And if I put a base computer down, at least I can get to it pretty quickly. Trying to scroll through all the planets I've been to, you know, trying to find, you know, all of our flora and fauna stuff. It looks like we got a frozen moon of some sort on the side of that aqua planet. I'm going to say frozen of some sort, lifeless. Charred. Alright, yeah. Alright. That is my I gotta get going alarm. Which sucks. But tonight, 7 o'clock, in the PM, I am going to be touring one, potentially two builds. One done by Levi Rivers, and then I'm not sure on the other one. I have to do a test to make sure that I see them first. Oh. I forgot one of the builds. Oh, no, we found that later. Yeah, it's a 10-minute warning, exactly. Alright, let's jump to another system real quick. Just anyone who would like me to tour their build can join the Discord and go into the Tuesday tours area and drop 3 pictures, glyphs, and galaxy, and I will add it to the list. Oh, it's kind of a boring system, huh? Oh, creative mode. All you gotta do is have one on you, and I think that just... And it may just open up. I don't even know, to be honest. I think you can just add them in. Ancient Bones, Water World, Airless Planet, Blighted Moon. Alright, let's go check out this water planet, and then I gotta get rolling. It is a day of fixing computers and setting up computers. I gotta work on mine, and I gotta set up one for a friend of mine who's never used a computer, really. I mean, you know, he's used them, obviously, but he's never owned a PC. Just a tablet. Those are some waves. Slam. go so far, though, aren't you? And you're going to bump. And they won't be able to go any further. I was hoping I could, That's a good question, my friend. There's a storm, apparently.
Extreme temperature detected.
And the water's boiling. So that's pretty crazy. All right, we got to get rolling. As much as I would like to stick around and do this longer, I have responsibilities today, so and then I got to work tomorrow.
Incoming
And
storm.
we even have a firestorm coming in, so which on a water planet. Curious. So interesting. I suppose some magnesium or something in the air. That might work, right? Aluminum, magnesium, something combo. All right. Anyway, I'm going to be back tonight at 7 p.m. As long as everything works out properly, to do a Tuesday tour. So hopefully we'll see you for that. If not, don't forget to hit that notification bell to tell you when I'm on again. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that jive. And so yeah, until next time, even though we didn't really build anything today, this has been me, Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming, wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and starship grease. Get the expedition done, collect some bones, get out there, start building some wild and wacky stuff. All right, y'all, until next time, take care. We'll see you soon. For now, bye, everybody.
Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing pots together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.